being able to limit the opportunities that the Pacers have on the offensive side of the court, because you know what Indiana's formula is. They want to get up and down because they believe, based on the law of averages, based off of what we've seen from them over the last 5 months, that if they get the scoring into the 120s or the 130s, more often than not, they're going to come out on the winning side of that game.
Going down 2-0 at home to this Pacers team would be an utter nightmare, obviously, for the Knicks.
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson, their star, spoke to the media yesterday and was asked about whether or not the team has left game one in the past.
I'm pretty sure everyone's going to be thinking about it, but I think our mindset has to be short-term memory. Just from the disappointment part. Obviously, we got to learn from what we did, but the short-term memory comes from the disappointment and discouragement of how we lost last night. So I'm just going to be ready to go.
Mikal Bridges, also Knicks forward, likes the energy the Knicks have.
Yeah, I think we're all good. I think just coming in here, watching film, and whatever we got to talk about and watch the film, pretty much is that. Like I said, the energy was good, and we just understood what we did wrong. But yeah, I think we're all good. You definitely can't let one game. It's not the end of the world. Obviously we all want that game back, but yeah, you got another chance at it tomorrow. So.
The interesting thing for the Knicks here is even if they win tonight, you only make up for game one and game 3 or 4 because you have to now win a game on the road. You got to get the home court advantage back. If you go down 2-0 to this Indiana team, I just don't see this group collapsing. And by the way, I would say the same thing about the Knicks. If the Knicks were up 2-0, I wouldn't see them collapsing. These two teams have a level of resiliency which allows for both of them to come back. The problem is I just don't see Indiana collapsing. And, we have all of the praise, rightfully so, for Oklahoma City. I mean, look at what Indiana has done this postseason. Look at what Indiana did the remainder of the regular season, post All-Star break. Mm-hmm. They have been dominant. Mm-hmm. And I just think that the two teams in Oklahoma City and Indiana that seemingly are heading towards the NBA Finals, for whatever reason, and I'll take blame on this because I haven't done it, I don't think we've acknowledged the dominance enough. They won the first round in 5 games against Milwaukee with Giannis. They won the second round with 5 games against Cleveland, number 1 seed, and now they won a game where they were down 17 with 7 minutes to go and 9 in the final minute of regulation against the Knicks. I mean, they're 9-2 in the playoffs. They're rolling through teams.
It's the best offense in the playoffs. It's even better than OKC. It's the best offense in the playoffs. They're that dominant. I just checked the record on the season, including the playoffs. The Indiana Pacers are 31-2 when they score 120 or more. 31-2. They're unbeatable when they score 120 points. That's what we learned. And we saw it again in game 1 of the conference finals. So if you're the New York Knicks, yeah, it's easy for you to get buckets, but it's even more important that you get stops against this Pacers team. And it's hard to do because they are the most proficient offensive team in the playoffs. They have been over the last month. We've seen it since the turn of the calendar year. I don't know how the Knicks stop them, but they got to figure out a way.
Can I ask a question that I know Knicks fans are going to get mad at me, but I'm not trying to do this in an insulting way. Why is Jalen Brunson looked at as Mr. Clutch in this series and not Halliburton? Has Halliburton not done enough?
Well, Jalen Brunson won Clutch Player of the Year.
I understand that, but
okay.
Halliburton, you have one play. You're on offense, either Halliburton or Jalen Brunson. You have one play, life on the line.
Ooh, I don't know, man.
Well, if the answer is I don't know, then it's not obvious it's Jalen Brunson.
No, that's fair.
He's awesome. Don't get that twisted.
That's fair. I'm not saying I think that's totally fair.
But the masses,
I said it was 1A and 1B when it came to guys making big shots in the playoffs. It's Brunson and it's Halliburton. Those are the two guys I trust the most. Even more so than SGA if the game is on the line. I trust Halliburton and Brunson more in that moment.
In the one moment.
And I'm not saying that those
Neither
Let me be clear. I'm not saying either one of those guys is better than SGA.
Yes.
What I'm saying is in that moment, game on the line, ball in your hands, and you got to win it. Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Halliburton, I trust those guys.
But I guess then I will say it this way. If the Knicks' superpower, they play their butts off. There's no question about that. They have a tremendously talented team. But if their superpower is in those moments when you want someone to take that shot, they have the best of the best. Well, so do the Pacers.
Yeah.
See, the Knicks' superpower is equaled by the Pacers.
But I think what we saw from the Pacers is they got a bunch of guys that are willing to take that shot. Halliburton is just the most prominent one. But Nembhard made tough shots in overtime. Aaron Nesmith made tough shots. They got a bunch of guys that are willing to take and make tough shots. I don't know that that's the case for the New York Knicks. And
Brunson is.
Yeah, I said, yeah.
No, I'm saying I'm trying to list the other ones. So, life on the line shot. Josh Hart's willing to take it. You may not want him to take it.
I don't want Josh.
Really, what you're saying is, are Bridges and Cat willing to take those shots? That's really what you're saying. And I think they are.
Well, Cat had an opportunity to close the game with a free throw and missed it.
Yeah. Again, I'm not trying to be insulting, and I don't even think I am. The Knicks' superpower is equaled by the Pacers. Halliburton is as good in those moments as Brunson is. You may want to say statistically,
if you want to call it a wash with those two guys, then it's about the others. This series
and the Knicks should actually be better.
This series is literally going to come down to Cat, OG, and Mikal Bridges versus Pascal Siakam versus Miles Turner versus Aaron Nesmith versus Andrew Nembhard. That's what it's going to come down to. And it was advantage Pacers in game one.
And if I was to push OG and Bridges, you got to score. You got to score early. Those are the two guys.
Yes, and I hear what you're saying. You got to score early. My thing is the focus has to be on getting stops. You're going to be able to score against Indiana. Like, they've gotten better defensively, but that was the lowest of bars to clear from last year to this year. It's about being able to get stops. Because guess what? If you start trading baskets with them, that's their kind of game. And they've shown that they're going to beat you at it, even when it seems like they're out of it. So you got to get stops. You got to keep the scoring in the 100s, maybe the 110s. But if you start getting to the 120s, 130s, you got no shot at beating this Indiana team. I just gave you the record.
I'm preemptively striking. If it's Oklahoma City and Indiana and all the haters out there want to tell you how bad it is, oh, the market size is terrible.
That's going to be awesome.
It's an awesome basketball series. If it's Oklahoma, it's going to be Oklahoma City. But if it's Oklahoma City and Indiana, great basketball. Enjoy it. CC,
I don't know that Nuno's going to watch it, though. I don't know that our producer Nuno would watch it.
Wow, he doesn't support the company?
No,
interesting.
I just don't
ESPN, ABC.
I just don't think
ESPN
he'd watch
Radio.
it. He's a Knicks fan.
Wow, so you're saying he's listening to it?
I don't think he's.
Wow,
I think he's crushed.
Doesn't like Disney. Interesting. Wow. Does he like ESPN Bet, CC?
Not right now.
Oh wow, he doesn't like. So not right now. Does not like.
Hello xin chào tất cả các bạn nha. Mình sẽ giới thiệu cho các bạn về kênh của mình và những video của mình cho các bạn biết được là kênh của mình làm video sáng tạo nội dung về chủ đề gì. Video của mình sẽ làm xuyên suốt về chủ đề